Test chat. How's it looking? Alright, chat overlays up. Hello, we're back with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Just gonna rush into this. Talent Magician level 8. An icon depicting an unspeaking magician who has undergone a level up. Once you have resolved to keep on dueling, there is no need for words. Not exactly true. Let's see. 3, 6. Alright. Not bad. Let's go watch a duel live and get started. Oh wow. And he's not going first, so he's Duelist Day is probably gonna lose. Having a bunch of floodgates against a board that already got established is pretty useless. Alright. Pretty sure this is done. We fast forward this. Alright, so far it's 1 negate. Okay, now it's 3 monster negates and 1 Omni negate. Right, he can just negate the time-tearing Morganite. Wait. You have to use both. So banish this card and then discard 1-time turn. Your opponent cannot activate monster effects when you normal summon this turn. What could he have played? This doesn't negate normal summons, right? What was the point? Use Solemn Warning. That doesn't stop attacks. What was the point of summoning this? I guess it forces the opponent into the battle phase. Inspector Border. Okay. But again, he's just gonna run over it. Curiosity. Tap monster effects. Negate, destroy card, then destroy any other cards in the same column as the destroyed card. Sure. Yep, that's it. And that's the problem with running a deck full of floodgates. Okay. Let's get on with the duels. I still have to use a trap and a fusion summon, right? Yep. 2 fusions. Let's get on with it. Okay. What do we got? Golem that guards. Oh, crap. He's already started with the Millennium Ankh in hand as well. What do I do? Right. Okay. this. We're gonna send this away. And I'm thinking this. Send this away. Wait. I only really need to negate one card. So yeah, never mind. Just that. Fires of exhaust. Fires of rage. Fault. Okay. Well, if all his other cards negated, I get you. So long. Okay. Let's see. What else can I do? I guess I'll just set the flame that sword dance and call it a turn. He's got a Millennium Monk in hand, if I remember right. What can I possibly do that gets me out of this situation? Heart of Blind. Like this. I'll just summon the Fighting Flame Dragon in defense. Change this face down. Nice. Hey, DC Seth. And how are you this afternoon? Or, I guess it's dinner time for you, so how are you this evening? Okay. Obliterate. Alright. Dinner in a bit. Alright. Was improving my records on Picross Touch. I'm not familiar with that. Has just the leaderboards. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can pull this off. If he negates it, oh well. I wasn't gonna win anyway. Yeah, I wasn't gonna win anyway. Has this thing with the leaderboard where if you get a time under 1 second, it doesn't count. Time of 1:01. Time of 1. Cross is this little puzzle game. Have a grid of numbers, side and top. To fill in the squares according to the numbers to make an image. Huh. Neat. Oh, right. These. Well, that was honestly a bad hand. Recently I had this thing where I actually got a world record in a puzzle. So I decided to get the world record in more of them. Just improve my puzzles where I don't think beat me. Ah, well, congratulations! His name is Give Me Gems. Okay, here we go. Ash Blossom? No Ash Blossom. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping to bait him. Oh, that's worse. Droll and Lockbird really does shut me down in this deck. Alright, someone running Droll and Lockbird, running new blue art stuff. Here I used his normal summon. Made it in white. You know what? Sure. Okay. Oh, it uses Magician Souls too. For what? True Light. Spell Trap. Alright, we'll stop this. And just for the heck of it, destroy this too. Okay, what else you got? Set 1 and pass. Beautiful. Couldn't play the Where Art Thou card, so lost another 2,000 life points as well. Alright, let's see if he's got another negate. Summon Fighting Flame Swordsman. Response. Nope, nothing. Alright, grab the Sword Drum. In case that's infinite impermanence and he's just playing the long game. Use effect. Ashley. Okay. Okay. Send this away. Majesty of the White Dragons. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna grab the Salamander with Chain. What else you got? Okay, what does this do? One blast, summon this. Target one light tuner. And then if sent from the field to the grave, send one blue eyes. Then mentions it. Right. Okay. He's gonna try to suicide into this. Oh! No. It's far worse. I underestimated him. I did not think of that. You can force it to this trigger by using it as a material. And now he's got the jet dragon. This is not good. Let's see. You can send this away for another true light. A whole lot of other plays that I don't feel like dealing with. Should have used that against the stupid Kaiser. Some missing defense. Torment. Fusion. Use this thing's effect. Gonna grab another flame sword drone. Did I let this happen? Yeah. Not sure that was the brilliant play he thought it was, but what do I know? Okay. Oh, that hurts. Okay. To be fair, he can avoid this being bad just by like when this dies, the other thing summons, so it's not the worst decision he could make. It's one of them though. So I'm just gonna win now. Raigeki. He summons the Jet Dragon, of course, because he's got no other place. He's quite literally stuck. There's an inherent problem with this already, though. Since you have from that Flying Flame Swordsman again. Just search yet another one of the cards I have access to. Grab the Fighting Flame Sword. And now I just go into the normal string of plays. I don't even have to send him. I can send something else. I will. Send this away. Send the Flame Swordsman. Trigger the Grave effect. Nope. Give all cards to send. Just choose this. Quick diffusion. And just like that. Ultimate Flame Swordsman. And then just equip the Ultimate Flame Swordsman. And do it again. Then instead of bothering to attack into it, just blow it up. It doesn't give itself protection. Oh. It's a good thing I saved the Fighting Flame Sword in case he had something. So, use that. Up! And he realized. Surprised he didn't surrender sooner. Am I wrong to think that all those other fusion spells aside from Flame Swordsman and Ultimate Flame is there to fill up the extra deck? That equipped fusion. No, you're not wrong in thinking that. If I really, if I want to, there is a lot of room for improvement in this deck. Like, if I just wanted to throw in a lot of the Red Eyes Black Dragon stuff, there's a lot of room for it. I don't honestly need 3 copies of more than half of this stuff. Like, I get away with just 2 copies of maybe Flame Swordsman. Mostly because, Salamander with Chain lets me shuffle these from the graveyard back into the deck anyway, or back into the extra deck anyway. So, I don't honestly need 3 copies of all this stuff. I'm thinking of, like, splashing in Red Eyes and even Metalmorph stuff. Just go all in with some Table 500 BS. Monsters, not spells. I just feel like you use 3 different fusion monsters and not the other cards. Yeah. It's not your imagination. That is exactly what's going on. I'm just lazy. Alright. Let's see. Well, with everything said and done, I need Ritual, Synchros, Exceeds. So, need to use a different deck anyway. Let's see. Ritual, Synchros, see. Probably use this. Contains cards you do not own. It does? I thought I had everything that's in here. Edit. What am I missing? Anyway. Sure? What? I'm not seeing much difference, but okay. Whatever. Alright. The Goblin deck is all over the place. There's a lot of extra stuff that doesn't need to be in here. Problem is, I'm having a hard time figuring out what I should honestly take out, so I have a lot of extra stuff just in there. Like, I'm basically going on the mindset of the moment I start bricking, I'm going to look at the cards I brick with and start taking them out. Alright, looks like we finally made it. Dimension Slice, when a monster special summon to your side of the field. Target one monster that opponent controls, banish it. That's, since I have this, that won't happen. But okay. Summon Goblin Biker, can't use its effect. I can special summon Psychic Tracker. And just like that, go into Goblin Biker Big Gabonga. Effect. Okay, so let me see here. Where is it? Each one of these. I forgot which one. Hand. Add a spell or trap. Maybe that? No, there's one that I can use on the opponent's turn. I forgot which one though. Was it Boom? Whisper Chain. Maybe? During opponent's main phase. I think this was the one. Ah, screw it. We'll go for deck bending. Let's just do phase of this in the grave. Yeah. Hey, Dom. Alright, so this. No, we're not gonna attach anything. What do I grab though? This? Add a goblin from deck to hand. Yeah. I guess that's the way to go. Here we go. Right. Where are we going? During opponent's main phase, this card. No, this has to be in the grave. That's not good for me. What about this? This card's in the grave. It's per chain during the main phase, so this can be done during either main phase. Okay. Detach a material. And if you do special summon a goblin from the hand... No, I'm not doing that. Step 2. See monsters on the field immediately after this. See summon. I'll think about it. Okay. Attach from the deck, yeah. I'll add, I don't know, all of these seem like they do something in the graveyard. Yeah, this one. Okay. This is attach a card, not a monster. Yep, attach a monster. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on, no! You piece of crap. Bah. Mobilize linkage. Banish this card. Target a goblin seat. Monster one card. Okay. Graveyard. Attach target. Heal. Right. Use effect. Detach. Summon the Boom Mock. Triggers this. Which just absorbs this monster. There. Mobilize, engage. Oh boy. Gotta love it. I can't use anything in response to spells. So down it goes. Oh. That sucks. The real MVP was the damn Harpy's Feather Duster. In combination with the card that made sure I couldn't respond to any spells being used. Monster Reborn. So much for that. Ah. That's demoralizing. Oh well. We move on. Oh man, he's going all in on showing off, isn't he? And sure. Debate. Guess I'll grab this. Okay. What can I possibly grab? Exceed summon using goblins to control. Don't think there's anything I can really do. Yeah. Typhon. Also from grave to hand. Nope. Okay. Ah, that's why. And so we wait. I want to win more card. Whatever. Alright. Well, I'm pretty much done. Turn the reactor thing off in case anything does pop up. Just gonna go at potential games. Yay. What a pain. Alright. Well, got the special summon requirement done. I'm 9 gems short. Alright, one more. Okay. One, go first. Alright. Okay. Dash. It's per chain. You don't actually need to do this, but it's fine. So we summon this. Then its effect activates. Which triggers the impermanence. Monster summon. Turn that face-up monster can't attack. Its effects are negated. Can't be used for anything. Okay. I still get 2 normal summons anyway, so. Summon Bigabonga. Oh, Overall, so far so good. Okay. No, we'll wait till he summons a monster first. Still wait. Well, I think I'm actually better off using the warning point card. So now they can't do anything. Let's see, fusions. Oh! Alright. Yep, we just get it. Won't complain here. Alright. Finally done with that. Got 1,000 gems. And I want to hurry up and get that pack with the guaranteed UR. 6 days left. Let's see what I can pull. Please give me something. Oh, man. I'm hoping for more than one UR. Let's see what I get. Nothing. Let's try again. This is not looking very promising. And again. Okay. Okay. My first copy of Like the Diabell, but I'm still after the URs, so come on. Pack 7. Oof. Pack number 8. Is it really only going to give me one UR? This is the stingiest pack I've ever seen. Well, at least I get one UR, at least, I guess. Fucking hell. What kind of crap was this? Fiendsmith Desiree. It had to be forced. is a very lousy pack opening. Daily login is over 3 minutes, by the way. Alright, thank you. At least that's something. God damn, how aggravating is this? I've opened what? Yeah, over 100 packs. I guess it's not like I didn't get nothing. It's mostly just aggravating because I didn't get the cards I was after. No copies of Exodia Incarnate. Only one Fiendsmith engraver. It's not impossible to work with this, but still. I guess I was just being greedy. Hold on. I'm gonna sit here and pout for a minute. Pull like 30 and 0 engravers. Okay, so I guess the odds are just really shit in this pack? Like, is that it? I've had far more successful pack openings in the past. This is just BS. Too many options, I think. Best engine as of now. Well, you're right. I'm sorry. I have no idea how to say your name. Is it Aroid? Aroido? Well, but regardless, you are correct. See, Tim. The RL pack is equally shit. Damn. Artificial rarities. Aroldo. Okay. Thank you. Well, Aroldo, welcome to the stream. After struggling so much with this, and it seems like I have 4 copies of something, despite the fact that I have been dismantling all my extras, so I gotta go in and see what that's about. Let's see what I have to work with. Oh. Quick 100 gems. And a pat on the back. Since I play 3 types of Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, OCG, CG, AE, and Master Duel. The Asian English version of OCG. You can only use English cards and locals. Speaking of, the first thing we see in a replay is just Fiendsmith versus Fiendsmith. Since Fiendsmith can be thrown into so many different things, like, might as well use my UR to just craft that. I'm not buying any more of this pack. This has been... it's just too much of a waste. Cannot use TCG cards, only OCG AE cards. Huh. So, you mean like you're not allowed to use Ashen's or what other card is TCG only? What, the Ultimate Athletes cards? It's more or less just one versus the other. This seems demoralizing. Alright. Please stop buying that. Start finish hunting. Ah. Yes. Let's leave this. A being legal. Since A is the left version, CG, so you can play in any OCG locals. Alright. That sounds like a format I'd like to try one day. I just need to have a website that lists what cards can and can't be used. In distribution, outside Japan, Korea. Image from English card printings. Which regions, min? It has its own band list. Alright. And by the time you're done explaining it, the duel is over. That was actually a pretty long replay. I'm not used to them taking so long. Alright. Well, for now, let me go over and check out what cards I can dismantle. Right, won't let me make any decks. Something to delete. I guess I'll get rid of this. Goblin Bikers? I'm gonna jump to delete them. They just got new support. Alright, how's Amina? For whatever reason, I got 4. Let me dismantle all extras. Okay. Oh, this is why I have 4. I've got 3 copies of non-foil and 1 foil. Alright, let's dismantle. Naturally. I only need 1 copy of this. Back. I'm gonna grab my login bonus. Alright. Oh! Aroldo, thanks for the follow. As of now, needs rise and locks you in the rank 4. Isn't Ryzeal like one of the top decks? It's Ryzeal and Malice. That's the top, right? Or did Blue Eyes get a spot in that? Ryzeal and Fiendsmith. Gotcha. Goblins. No arguments here. Let's see. Blue Eyes can compete. Really? OCG now is Dragon Tail and Yummy. To hopefully make a Malice deck. Pretty rare Ice Ryzeal. Nice. Consistency cards. Alright, well, now I'm using... If I use this, what should I change about this deck? I guess I don't need 3 copies of Spearhead. So I'll take out one of those. What else can I make one for? No, no. You. Generate. Second copy. There. Same thing, past same month. Bound to be right one of these days. Sure. I mean, if you go for the logic of the broken clock is right twice a day, then yeah. But I'm pretty sure you're more consistently correct than that. Alright, let me think. What other Fiendsmith card helps out with this? Alright, I just pulled the Desire, so I guess I can put that in. I don't really use 3 of this. So I'll cut out 1. Put in the new Fiendsmith this me. Necroma and Necroquip? Necroquip? What? What do you mean Necroquip? Necroquip Princess? Do you mean her? I don't have any card named Princess in the deck or in the grave, or I'm in the extra deck. God damn it! TCG exclusive card. Oh, you're talking about that. By the way, I wanted to show you a replay map. Oh, sweet! Yeah, let's check it out. Put everything on hold real quick. This one, right? For the record, DC Seth, I don't see you often, so I might forget which in-game tag is yours. Nope. Okay. I don't? Normally I make a habit of adding everybody. Hold on. There. Now I can actually see your replays easier. Alright. Let's see. Also, streamer Max is back. I will call you Max for short. Well, welcome to the stream. Alright. First time getting to see one of Seth's replays. How do I share a replay? You pretty much just saw how it's done. Just type in your ID code. I'm gonna just look it up manually, and then I'll see your replays from there. Oh wait, no, you mean how do you post them? Hold on. Oh, this is from the event. No. That. Huh. The deck is really trying its best to avoid giving you the win. Bam, and skipping his own turn. Nice. Wait. ID is 647-088-709. Okay. Yep, there it is. A Roldo. Him was the best. Hey, now during DC Cup. Alright. There it is. Surprises it. Lasted 5 turns. Alright. Let's see what happened. Second. Ha! Okay. Wait. Metaltronus. Target face-up non-token monster the opponent controls. Special summon one monster from hand, deck, or extra deck that has 2 or more of the same type, attribute, and or attack, but negate its effects. And if you do, negate the targeted monster. If these monsters have the same name, you can banish both face down. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted monster's effects in response to this card's activation. Okay. Now I'm curious to see what you have in here. That card is actually cracked in this format. Yeah, this card is well designed in regards to when you're in a format where everyone's running generic staple cards. Let's see. You're likely going to run into that. Well, no, maybe not in the field. You will run into Fiendsmith cards, so that makes a lot of sense. Dusktopia. What are you running for Dusktopia? I guess it's for in case you're running into a Dark Warrior monster. Dark Warriors. or dark attribute monsters with 3,000 attack. So never mind, it covers a lot of boxes. Smith, dark 3,000. Yup. I doubt you'll run into Warrior 3000 often. I'm not saying you won't, I'm just saying often. Warriors nowadays have low attack and then an effect that makes them at minimum 3,000 attack. Chaos Angel is also a good choice. You might not run into that. I really doubt you'll run into this. See, Magical Musketeers, that's part of your engine. And you're right, you're gonna run into plenty of those. That, Appaloosa, yeah. Wait, couldn't you have summoned Fiendsmith in defense? Triggers, get you a monster. Dies anyway. Foolish burial goods. Cyberus to stop IP. Oh. Fair enough. Did it wrongly. Well, considering what you're running into. Yeah. Starfire. To your max. What does he do again? Add magical musket spell and traps with different names from deck to hand. The number of monsters your opponent controls. Oh, nice. Never mind, you're going for the monsters. Into Requiem. Into your second Fiendsmith. Following the sequence. Into Lacrima. You bring it back to the hand instead of the field so you can get tracked. And then track, I guess, to shorten the deck fin. Ah. Okay. It's not stopping much though. I'm surprised there's 2 more turns after this. Anytime I see somebody popping off like this, you'd swear that the match was over. The duel's not over after this. That's the craziest part about this to me. Alright. Normally people surrender after this kind of crap happens. You can't OTK as easily. Yeah, it's a control deck thing. It's not really a one-turn kill. Heavy Storm will stop that. Then, of course, you just... there. Ash Blossom. Okay, hold on. I want to point this out. He could have attacked your Chaos Angel with Hoppy and sent it to the grave with that, and then still run over your Desiree. Yeah, I should have taken this for the game. Yeah, he could have done that. Instead of trying to go for card draw. Oh well. Live and learn, I guess. Or he doesn't get to live and learn. He just loses right here. What's the thing? I'm not saying you don't deserve the win. I'm just saying that your opponent could have played this better. Because you still have a lot of stuff to recover, even if he did clear your board. I'm just saying he could have done things better on his end. I missed it. What happened? The opponent had a chance to remove Aroldo's ability to negate off the field, but he just didn't. He wasn't thinking. He was trying to be fancy instead of thinking, oh, I have a number that's bigger than the opponent's number. I'll smash my big number over their head and win the game. Too many people keep misplaying because they keep trying to be fancy instead of just simple-minded. You grab the hammer and you treat you treat everything like it's a nail and smash it over the head until you win. That's the real way to play. Also, hey Tomato Salad, welcome back. Thanks for the replay, Aroldo. Saying you, I misplay Q. Alright. Anyway, as far as the packs go, I'm done with this crap. This pack has cheated me out of so much. Maybe not cheated is the right word, but I just feel like I could have gotten better. Having multiple copies of Spellcard Monster Reborn is not the worst. It's just I'm bitter that I didn't get what I want. So I'm moving on. I'm not getting any more packs of this. I'll probably craft the rest of the cards that I want out of this, but that's a future down the line problem. So no. The hearts. Who's immune to it? So they're totally immune to spell traps. Oh, they're a blindly loyal goblin. I mean, that, or they just play something on the lines of, you know, a negate. Alright, let me see. Do I want to bother with this pack, or do I just go straight over to the Metal Raiders Dominance? Do I go for a Sparkle or Dominance? Man, when you say it out loud, it's like the choice has already been made, but I'll pretend that I'm giving this a fair chance. What's all the cards I truly would want from this? Because, you know, the 7 Barrier Emperor cards aren't bad. I'm not against running an anime deck if I think the cards are actually good, so. The Tachyon cards are fine. Everybody's running Blue Eyes, so I guess those are good. I'm not really sure what to think of ABC Buster Dragon, or Dragon Buster. Let me see. How does this work? It's a contact fusion. Uses the monsters whether they're in the field or the grave, so that's not hard to get. Discard a card, target a card on the field, banish it. I can see why people use this. And there's nothing here saying that. Wait. Yeah, that's not a once. Yeah, it's not hard once per turn. Okay. Let me see. The Duke of Demise. This is the anime card I want to work with. There we go. Okay. But these are ultra rares. I shouldn't be building a deck on this. Aerial Eater. Is this good? Hey, is this worth being an ultra rare card? Does anybody know? Let's see. Fusion Summon. 2 fiends, the same attribute. Easy. Send 1 fiend monster from your deck to the grave. Okay, sure. I'll say sure. Moving on. If this card is in your graveyard, banish 2 level 6 or higher Fiend monsters with the same attribute as each other in your grave. Special summon this. But if you summon it this way, you're not getting the fusion summon effect. So why am I doing this? Aerial Eater is worth to be a UR since it has seen a play in a lot of Yubel. Why Yubel? Effect is enough to be a UR. Fiend level 6. I mean, it's wind, not light, so it's not exactly working with Fiendsmith all that much. But it is level 6, so I guess you have some rank 6 monsters you can go into. And it does recur on its own. Okay, yeah. I would probably only have one, maybe, though. As for the rest of the cards in here, made in white, 7th Tachyon. If I remember right, 7th Tachyon is good no matter what, as long as you're using an Exceed deck. Yeah, it just locks you into Exceed monsters, which, if that's what you're trying to run, that's fine. Because I'm pretty sure all the 101 plus series reaches almost every rank that matters. Doesn't list all that much here. Surprise. Alright. Related to the Tachyon series. Obviously not 100. Number exceeds. Isn't there a troll deck with Pilgrim Reaper? If there is, I don't remember it. It's mainly Terraphorizio. Obviously not those. Hold on. It's the 101 plus series cards. Why is it even listing half of these? Oh, here they are. Alright, so 106. So rank 4. 4. 4. 4. The majority of the 100 plus series are all rank 4. Yeah. The only exception is the higher ones. Yep. Damn. I mean, huh? Unless you can like show, yeah, if you can show the chaos forms, then I guess you can go 4, 5, and then whatever, and then keep going from there. The only other thing I can think of though is 107, which is rank 8 and 9. That's it. Seventh Force. Sure. Alright. Please release Lacrima next set. Sure. Alright. But I don't have, everybody has seen multiple times, I have plenty of SRs, so if I can craft SR cards. So the only thing I really pay attention to in these packs is the ultra rares, because that's the only thing I actually have to like plan ahead of time what I'm going to be trying to aim after. You said Pilgrim Reaper has a troll strat to it. Gains 200 attack and defense for every dark monster in either player's grave. You can detach one Exceed material from this card. Each player sends the top 5 cards of their deck to the grave. I can already see where this is gonna go. No wonder it's a troll strat. Make Lacrimus. First using Smith Musket. Sorry for once. Wait a minute, Tormented Sun. Last time I checked, you had way over like 1,000 of both SR and UR. What do you mean you finally have it for once? Let's see, all right. At any rate, as far as the ultra rares go for this stuff, if I just wanted to focus on the Bakura cards, I would just focus on the Duke of Demise, and even then I wouldn't get 3 of it, and the Aerial Eater, which again, I don't think I would be trying to focus on getting 3 of this. And if that's the case, I can pretty much craft everything I want out of this. If I'm not trying to go for all the anime stuff. And just some of the anime stuff. Oh, please sponsor me. When the Metal Raider pack came, I crafted tier cash like 30 times. What? But why? He's going after royal finishes. He's trying to get everything royal finished. Yep. He wants his entire deck to gleam. No, that's fair. It's a perfectly reasonable response. Alright, so if I'm going for just the obvious Bakura cards that are fiends and zombies. Those 2, the Flying Mary, the Wandering Ghost Ship. Target 1 level 5 or higher zombie. It's banished on your grave. Place this card in spell and traps. If you do, special summon that monster. While this is a continuous spell, you can target 1 level 5 or higher zombie you control. Destroy 1 monster your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to that monster. That's weird. It's not bad, it's just weird. Sorry to tier cash. Goes real nice with Royal Kit Colossus. Yeah. Alright. Well, be Exceed Minerva next. Well, good luck. I don't see Blue Eyes players playing this. Indigo Eye Silver Dragon. I honestly don't. Let me see. Special Summon. Banish to above monster's control. If special summon from the extra deck, add a spell or trap. Mentions Union Monster in its text. Once per turn to our main phase. Special summon a light machine, normal or union monster from your hand. This card sucks. Okay. Okay, I think I will just go out of my way to craft anything I want from this. Let's see, what else we got? Singularity Fiend. When your opponent special summons a monster, you can discard this and a spell and destroy that monster. Or monsters. For Dragon Blue Eyes. Yeah. Where? See cards artwork. No. I agree with you on the fact that the artwork looks good, but at some point, it doesn't matter how good the artwork looks if the card is just going to be crap. Like, this looks awesome. Compare it to the original that it's based off of. CBC card. Alright, moving on. What else do they have aside from Singularity Fiend? Earthbound Immortal Red Nova. I'm not running a Red Dragon Archfiend deck, so this is kind of meh for me. Dipsy Fiend. Sure. Wandering Titan of Tartarus. Dude, the fuck is this? This is some Eldritch Horror shit right here. Fucking hell. Tara, I'll take your access. It's like a Resident Evil villain. Sure, we can throw it in one of those categories. Is the effect as half as powerful as it looks? It's only 2600 attack, so it's like, the fuck? If this card is sent from the deck to the grave, send as many cards as you control as possible to the grave. And if you do, special summon this. Then send cards your opponent controls to the grave, up to the number sent to the grave by this effect. Neither player can activate monster effects in response to this card's effect's activation. Okay, that is pretty good. It just happens. And okay, so no one can use monster effects, but you can use spells and traps. Managed to snag a Royal Duck Charger too. New pack. Nice. Alright, what else we got? If this card is sent to the grave, except from the deck, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, and send one card from the field to the graveyard. So it will take something with it. The send to graveyard isn't exclusive to monsters either. Card control. It does. I was talking about the part where neither player can activate monster effects in response. So someone can activate a spell or a trap in response to this. You know, like Called by the Grave. That's probably the only issue I would have with this. It can be stopped. And after you send cards to the graveyard. So it's a bit of a gamble. It's not guaranteed like this is definitely a good idea. Zoma, the Earthbound Spirit. Just chain drop it to it. Fair enough. Oh wait, no, Droplet won't work because it's in the grave. Right? It doesn't summon and then... Oh no, yeah, you're right. Droplet should work on this too. Should. I'm I'm getting confused on the timing. Like if this activates the moment it hits the graveyard, it won't be on the field for Forbidden Droplet to target it. And then by the time it's summoned, the summon and the card sending is all at the same time. So the moment it hits the field, it's already too late for Forbidden Droplet to be triggered. Droplet won't work. Yep, alright, F5. I guess I was right. Alright, let's see the Zoma, the Earthbound Spirit. The retrain of the old trap monster. Same stats, 1800 attack, 500 defense. All monsters your opponent controls that can attack must attack this. Okay. If this card summoned this way is destroyed by an opponent's monster's attack, inflict damage to your opponent equal max 3000 equal to double the original attack of the attacking monster. And there's nothing saying this has to be summoned in attack position. So, yeah, you're fine. It's just a really good burn card. Especially if you're giving the opponent the monsters. It means target with Droplet. I meant Droplet to send send monster, spell, or trap. And use it. Yeah, okay. Card with the Exodia deck, probably. I mean, you could use this with any deck. I would definitely use this to try to fight against Exodia, but the obvious problem is they would just set Fires of Exod and blow this shit up. Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to focus on those. As far as the lesser rarity cards, let's see. I'm going to scroll through these real quick. Queen of Prayers. This is like the third iteration of the Cosmo Queen that I've seen. If a field spell is activated, special summon this from hand. Target card and field spell, then activate the appropriate effect. If it's your field spell, you destroy it and then add a field spell from your deck to your hand with a different name. If it's the opponent's field spell, negate its effect. And if you do, add a field spell from your deck to your hand. I'm not sure how great that's supposed to be. There is a protector and a graveyard piece that's supposed to be in celebration to this card. I have the Exodia deck. Silhouette Rabbit. Then continuous trap. No, it should. I'm pretty sure it was. Huh. Yeah, it's a continuous trap. Like every single trap monster. Okay, never mind. Not every trap monster, but the majority of them. It's a continuous trap like the card it's based off of. Can force opponent to attack into Exodia. How? This card forces the opponent to attack this card, not Exodia. Yeah. Works with that rabbit. I have to double check the rabbit. I don't remember it saying anything about forcing the opponent to attack. No, never mind then. Zero remembering old cards off. Old cards often break rules. Eh. Alright, what else we got? As far as these other cards, this thing, if this card is in your hand or grave, target one machine monster. Likely not using this. Monster on the field for the rest of the turn. Cannot special from the extra deck except exceed monsters. Also special summon this card and half that monster. If you do, half that monster's original attack. Also, this card's level becomes that monster's. So this is, ironically, this is a card that you would use for trains. Not sure how many machine decks you would use this with. Oh, obviously Gimmick Puppets is the other one that comes to mind. Union Pilot, doesn't matter to me. Almaji, Mergy. Okay. An attack equal to the total link rating of link monsters in your grave times 400. Dreadnoughts? No, not Dreadnoughts. The trains. Oh wait, maybe it is the Dreadnoughts? Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon, Gustav Max. Okay, yeah, the Dreadnoughts. What does this do? Gaining attack is nice and all else. During main phase, if this card's in your hand, tribute one Cyberse monster or one Link monster. Special summon this card. Okay, I guess. Never-ending Nightmare Absorber. Damn. That looks sick. Alright. Gain 1,000 attack each time your opponent activates a monster effect. If your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand, graveyard, or banishment, you can special summon this card from your graveyard or hand, even if not, but destroy it during the end phase. Okay. Geyser Seahorse. Clockwork Knight. Okay. Oh, here we go. Remember the big card sit. Right? A lot of the cards, like anytime, a lot of these cards I'm pretty sure are supposed to be Bakura Spirit stuff. These look really fucking cool. I didn't think so yeah, we'll try to run this. Like at least one copy, just because of how it looks. Spirit Illusion. Equip only to a level 5 or higher fiend or zombie. That's incredibly easy to pull off. When an attack is declared involving the equipped monster and an opponent's monster, you can make that opponent's monster lose attack equal to the equipped monster's attack. Activate one of these effects. Fusion summon one monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. It doesn't necessarily say it has to be the equipped monster. So you just have a continuous polymerization always at the ready. Alright, sure. What else? Special summon one Doppelganger token with the equipped monster's type, attribute, and attack. It's just a pair of red eyes. But yeah, this looks good. The effect seems kind of meta. This one or this one, the Never-Ending Nightmare Absorber. Technically, it only sends itself to the graveyard if I special summon it from the hand or graveyard. And it doesn't say its attack power increase is per turn. So if I just normal summon this thing, it would just keep growing, depending on what my opponent was doing. Or until they got bored and decided to use some form of removal. The once per turn was in reference to Spirit one. Oh. Spirit Illusion. Alright. I still think having a once per turn fusion isn't bad. Plus, whether you're using it or not, essentially, in essence, it basically doubles the attack of whatever monster you equip with it, which isn't bad. You're either attacking an opponent's monster and they have 0 attack, or they would need to have twice as much, or more than twice as much as whatever monster you equip. Granted, the fact that it can only work on level 5 and higher, you should only run maybe one of these. And there's the regular one, Zoma the Spirit. The problem is there's no way to force the opponent to attack into it. You can run into the opponent's stuff though. It just needs to be destroyed by battle. It doesn't have an upper limit on how much damage it can do. So yeah, it's good. Scramble. Sentence of Doom. Yeah, if you actually want to run the Destiny board cards. SR. Alright. I guess they only made it an SR, so it's not the worst ever. How bad is Sentence of Doom anyway? The Nightmare Absorber is a level 2, so I guess it could work with sprites. And that's what sprites did. Sprites was so monumentally good. The moment anything level 2 comes out, everyone just thinks about sprites. That is format. That is game changing. That is literally game changing. Alright. Target any number of your fiend monsters that are banished or in the grave. Up to the number of Destiny board and or spirit message cards you control. Add them to the hand. It's level 2 engine. Fair. Don't know any other level 2 engines. There are a bunch of level 2 beast monsters, but you know what? I don't like them, and I don't want to encourage people to play them. So you know what? Never mind. You're right. Sprites is the only level 2 engine that anyone should ever consider and be aware of that should ever matter. You're right. You got it. Let me see. It's an important factor. Yep. Alright, let's see. Send this card from the spell and trap zone to the grave. Place one spirit message from your hand, deck, or graveyard into your spell and trap zone. This is treated as being placed by the effect of Destiny board. What is it's level 2 support? True. Alright, EMR, tribute a machine. Target one card field for every 1,000 attack. Yeah, sure, whatever. What? Guess it was a fairy engine? Is that a thing? Technically, no. Like, there's decks that involve fairy monsters, but they care more about the name of the monsters, like any other archetype, as opposed to strictly just the attribute. Except for, what is it called? The Sanctuary in the Sky, and all the cards that support them, so maybe agents to some degree. see, haunted zombies. Banish one zombie from your either graveyard. Special summon 2 haunted tokens. If this card in your graveyard. Alright. Shuffle one of your banished zombies into the deck. And if you do, set this card. I don't know. Except for fiends. Not true. Earth Fairy has the most generic support. I mean, yeah, because most Earth Fairies were Shizu cards, right? There are other Earth Fairies, but it's like, I think there's only like 2 or 3. Right, green gadget, red gadget, yellow gadget, peacekeeper, Farsight, Samurai Skull, Luna Dark Spirit, can't ignore that too. Boot up engine, yes. Galaxy War Drake. Moving on. Detonating Kuriboh. Okay. Let me look at this. If Kuriboh monster is on the field, special summon this card from your hand. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, you can equip this card you control to an opponent's monster as an equipped spell with the following effect. The equipped monster's effects are negated. So this is how Kuriboh looks when it's given the middle finger. Huh. All of these. Of course, there we go. Mostly with this. God damn. Okay. Flourishing Winds. I think it is. Fairy searches Vernus. Oh, Vernus Sylph. That's the one. Wait. So, you really. I mean, you call it Torment, but like, if you run into an actual Kuriboh deck, you'd be surprised how annoying these fuckers can be. They just don't die. Alright. Power Struggle, gain 1,000 attack or lose 1,000 attack. During your main phase, if this card is in the grave, shuffle one of your banished zombies into the deck. And if you do, set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Soul Fist for Red Dragon Archery. Moving on. Rollouts, Unions, Tachyon, Luba Destruction, A to Z, Energy Load. Sure. Spirit Shield. Okay, hold on. This might be something. That doesn't look half bad. Nice. See, Dolce. If you're wondering about this attack, that zombie. Remember, Zombie World exists. Oh, I already consider Zombie World when I see anything that's zombie related. Especially when it involves saying the zombies in the opponent's graveyard. It's like, okay. Now, Spirit Shield. Once per battle, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, banish one fiend or zombie from your grave, negate the attack. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that would destroy a card or cards, banish a fiend or zombie from your grave to negate that activation. Once per turn during the end phase, if you do not control a fiend or a zombie, send this card to the graveyard. This is fine. See, and this is the last card in this pack. Alright, overall, I'd say there's a lot of cards I would definitely use in here. But as far as the main cards, I would only really want maybe 1 copy of this and maybe 2 copies of this. And that's a very hard maybe. I'm not chasing Tachyon or Blue Eyes in this pack specifically. The only other card I would think I would want is 7th Tachyon. That's it. I'm just talking about the ultra rares. Like, the super rares, there's plenty. There's plenty I would go for. But I can craft those easy. Spirit Shield has some synergy with Al Ghul, I think. Oh yeah, the one that comes from the structure deck that basically makes all your zombies sort of immortal. Yeah, you're right. Alright. Now. Should probably get Duke at some point, but I'll craft him. Yeah. You don't play... don't play Bakura cards unless the goal is to really just fuck with the opponent. Let's see. Can't be destroyed by battle. This card. Recycles any level 4 or higher zombie and fiend back to the hand. During main phase, immediately after. There's effect resolves, you can just normal summon. It's good in zombie packs. Or zombie decks. Yeah. No arguments here. As far as this pack goes, I don't really want to try the Allure Queen, but that's because I didn't take the time to read them. Perform Mage, I'm not against the Perform Mages. They do look a little more stylish and cool than like Performapal monsters, so I'll give them that. But that ain't saying much. Let's see, ones that work with Vertex. Or not even spells, just more fusion effects in general. Let's see. Clear. I'm not sure how much the clear cards would be worth even considering. But I won't say they're bad inherently without checking them out. You can guarantee your life points are lower than your opponent's. You can use Ghost Fusion too. Basically, I want more zombie support. Never enough. I want more focus on fiends in general, so it's fiends and zombies, but I'll take what I can get at this point. And yes, I'm aware Fiendsmith is plenty of support, but I still want more. I'm greedy. Always want. See. Could play Vampire. Vampire, got it. Yeah, why not play Vampires? Let's see. Oh, play the newest Vampire stuff. Like, the older Vampire cards, like Vampire Lore, is just... like, it doesn't work out too well because forcing the opponent to throw cards from their deck to the graveyard backfires too heavily now. Aside from that, I have for... To go for the Metamorph cards, I would go for that. If I actually look over at the Allure Queen cards... No. Queen's Bodyguard. Ugh. No. One Queen level 5. Again, no. I'm not sure why Silent Paladin is here. At all. Allure Queen level 7. Looks lame. No? What the hell is going on? These cards look lame as shit. Chaos Allure Queen? Oh, okay. We're getting somewhere. Sorta. Like she's getting ready to do something, but it's kind of just there. Let's go back to this. This is the closest to her actually doing anything remotely cool. Man. Oh man. All the important ones. So I have... Yes. And Allure Queen level 7. Did they always have that implemented? That part? Never noticed it. I don't know. All I know is that this is the closest we have to her looking remotely cool in all the arts. The closest we have aside from that is Chaos. Lord Palace. She's compensating for something, alright. You can tell from that. And then we have Allure Dance. Who made this? Okay, this seems like the most underwhelming artwork I've seen in a long time. If I can do anything with the Allure Queen stuff. Well, if you can, you can. But goddamn, the artwork is dull. The closest thing we have to anything looking good with the Allure Queen is the Golden Allure Queen. That is really sad. You can get some token out of it. You know, maybe they'll make something else. But I've said it before. You need at least 3 cards in an archetype before something looks cool enough for me to try. I've seen it, and we're at 1. We're at the number 1. That's it. I mean, most of them are ancient this level monsters. I'm not talking about effects. I'm just talking about appearance. You don't have to be an old card to have cool artwork. Although, admittedly, you know, somebody had a chance to practice to make sure this card looked cool. But even if I didn't bother with that, like, the original Trapeze Magician doesn't look half bad. He just looks like he's having fun. This guy looks cool. He's styling. Alright. Let's see. Magistus. If we go for my usual thing. These are all the original, like the best named spellcasters throughout the archetype, or throughout several archetypes. So right there, they're cool. But even then, even without that, on their own, several of them look cool as is. This is a tuner. This is just a tuner, and he already looks like he's a fucking boss monster. This is what I mean by you have cards that just look cool. You don't have to be powerful and have a much needed effect. If you look cool, then that's enough for me to consider the whole archetype. Leona, the Magistus Viri. She's like the witchcrafter, so it's alright. Endymion, he just looks like a teacher. It's not inherently bad, I'm just saying. He just looks like a teacher. Aiwass, the Magistus Spell Spirit. See, that looks cool. And this is all just from this... And this archetype's old. No, there's no excuse. Dimion is sick of everyone's shit. Yeah. Honestly surprised they even gave him a goatee. They even see it. You're right, you can barely see it. Cause it's like, it's there, but you can, but it's kind of hidden by the back end of the inner side of the cloak there. So, you have to like stare at it to see it. More see this frown on his face and how he just has like this face of he's disappointed in somebody. Like, why are you here? Why am I here? Why are you calling me? How badly did you fuck up for me to be here? Hey, Sarah. Let me go to T. Sarah. Looks like a goatee the way it stands from the chin. Alright. I'm not even sure how this is part of the, like, Magistus. Is this like one of the Fire King monsters? With the way the feather pattern is? The Magistus Divinity Dragon. It's a perspective thing. See? That's how I learned this. Fair enough. Alright. See. I'd say this looks cool. This is similar to that one space dragon we saw. The space dragon had wing day. This dragon had leg day. Look at that. This guy just hit the gym like no fucking tomorrow. Alright, then we got Zoroa, the Flagrant. Fucking hell, that looks so goddamn cool. Bro's got abs. Wizards come in 2 flavors. You have a giant prick or an old man. That's nice, but you can't make sense of anything he says. Dragon has an 8-pack. Yeah, he did. I'm not sure why Konami did that, but for whatever reason, dragons like to hit the gym in this game. It's just there. Alright, what else we got? Nina, Lulu, Magistus Glass Goddess. I wouldn't say this particular... Actually, yeah, no, never mind. This does look pretty cool. Especially the way they have the light in the background and everything. You seen Zoroa? He lives. They all left. Alright. Then Liliana, the Wondrous Majestic Switch Wardrobe. Okay, this doesn't look cool to me. This just looks like somebody like really going out of their way to be a fashion model. Like they forgot the whole point was to teach and cast spells. Artemis, you see her everywhere. I don't need to really focus on that. But yeah. Justice Invocation. Justice Vitra. All the artwork in practically every card looks really fucking cool. You have to struggle to find something that doesn't look cool in Magistus. Whoever drew this up knew what they were doing. It's like you can clearly tell when the artist cares about the cards they're drawing. You get stuff like this. I'd say this is the closest you're going to get to a card that doesn't look like incredible or like, you know, cool or anything. But the problem is, it's a spell depicted in a spell book that you will actually see another spell showing them in that exact same format casting said spell. So it's just build up. It's set up with a payoff in this the artwork of 2 cards. Fucking hell. And then we go back and we look at the fucking Lord Queen's crap. It's like, god damn, this is messed up. Even this little mascot has more going on with his card art than whatever the heck the Allure Queen cards have. God damn, that is demoralizing. Transformation spell. Yeah. Move that. Anything. Let me read English. Read that. True. Alright. As far as the other cards go, I've seen the clear cards. They look alright. They look like they were somebody took the images straight out of the anime and just smacked them into the cards in a very lazy way. That does suck. Clear World looks alright though. Let's see, Clear Wall's just another image from the anime. Vicious Knights. Rage Golem. It just looks like it was pulled straight out of the anime. The effects are okay though, so I won't complain too much. And then this is clearly like somebody really didn't like how Full Metal Dragon or how the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon turned out. So they really went above and beyond to make sure that it would look cool in this one. Really hope that new Alistair support makes Magistus cool to play. Nice some spellcaster soup invoke. This was cut off. Yeah, you're right. It is cut off from the card art. Full Metal Dragon Alfonso. Hello, Gentleman Dapper. I haven't seen you in a while. It's great to hear from you. Alright. I'm not against Metal, like, the copycat card getting a rework. I just wish they had something to do with his ability to copy the, you know, like the opponent's effects the way it was before. But we'll take what we can get. If they make like a series of copycat cards, that's fine. Alright. Increase this card's level by 4. This turn only. I already know why they have that. If this card is normal or special summon, set 1 Metamorph trap. That's perfectly fine as well. And then on top of that, if Max Metamorph found its way in your graveyard before you normal summon this, you draw a card. Good recovery card. Okay. Goblin Biker's gone wild. Yes. The real thing wrong with this card, it's called an illusionist, but it's not an illusion monster. Acknowledging now. Referring to. Goblin Biker's gone wild. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are goblins, you can normal summon this without tributing. Okay. Probably just special summon it using a card effect. Let's see, you're going to use each effect once per turn. With no more special summon 1 level 4 or lower goblin from your deck. If this card is sent to the graveyard, target 1 card on the field, attach it to 1 goblin-like sea monster you control. That is really good. Form Age, we move on. Goblin Biker Grand Breakout. I guess this can work. Best I can think of is you use this to special summon the Goblin Bikers from the deck. Let's see, and when something declares an attack, attach any number of materials from Goblin Sea monsters. All monsters your opponent controls lose 1,000 for each material detached. That's fine. Dominus Purge. The monsters probably the monsters seem more interesting than the fact that it's a trap. I feel kind of cheated. Like we're given the images of monsters that would be really cool to play. But then instead we're just stuck with a trap. God damn it. Let's appreciate that this girl found a way past the censors. Fucking hell. Shiny Knight. Yep. Let's see. Performance, Shadowmaker. Goblin Bikers gone bonkers. Because why not? See, level 6 more. Target face-up monsters your opponent controls up to the number of goblins. Attach 1 monster from a monster from control, and if you do, attach those monsters to this card as material. Okay. It only works on monsters, so yeah. Wait. She was so white they thought her skin or clothes. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Going full down. Yup. Several of the Goblin Bikers already look cool in the artwork, so I have no problem running new cards. But they went out of their way to make the new cards they added dynamic and cool as well. Just look at this. This is awesome. Although kind of they lost their rides and they're still going at it. See. But yeah, in this one, those aren't pants. I'm pretty sure somebody at Konami just did not think. And so now Konami realizes the way to get past the censors is to just make sure the girls don't like have blue skin apparently or some shit. So that's all it takes. Good job, Konami. You finally pulled it off. Alright, moving on. That card's gonna get eroded anyway. Metal Zoa X. I guess. It looks okay. Yes, Lore Queen. Red Eyes Metal Claws Dragon. Just make sure you're so white they think your skin is tight. Yep. The thing you can't be censored. But and you can have all the fun you want. Apparently. You know damn well they wouldn't have done that normally because you can already see all the other cards they have gone out of their way to censor. So it's like the fact that this one came through is like someone fucked up. It's not a matter of oh they're lightening up. No, someone fucked up with the censors. That's all that is. All right. Red Eyes Metal Claws Dragon. Ready to box. You shouldn't even mention it, lest they censor it after the fact. It's perfectly censored. All is good. Of course. What was I thinking? You're right. Now that I look at it at a different angle, you guys are right. Papa Colt, One Far Boy Baguska, and Blackout Trunk Taper. Yup. Red Eyes is too naked though. He's more sensitive. Yeah, you're right. He is. There. That's all. He's suited up now. There we go. In this way, he's just running out with nothing but his boxing gloves on. Alright, what does this even do anyway? I should probably actually look at these Metamorph cards since I'm actually considering them. What are these supposed to do? Where is it? Metal Zoa, here it is. Alright, can't be normal summoner set. We're off to a bad start. Must be special summon with max Metamorph by attributing a level 5 or higher fiend. Well, that sucks. That is his cock's like it's like Metal Gear Rex. He's happy to see you. Damn. Big attack. You guys don't stop. God damn. Alright, what does this do? Reveal this, set a Metamorph from deck, and if you do, shuffle this into the deck. Twice per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it. That's not bad. Alright. Claw Dragon, what does he do? Send one face down card you control to the grave. Special summon this from your hand. Okay. If this card is no more special summon, why would I normal summon this? Whatever. If you have max Metamorph on the field or grave, you can add a Metamorph trap from your deck or graveyard to your hand. It doesn't say excluding max Metamorph either, so. Okay. Red Eyes has that middle child syndrome going on. Sure. Right. More Form Age stuff. Pendulum Treasure. Gold card. Incoming Machine. That's good. I feel like Konami should have more cards like this that show a sense of scale as to how large the monster is by comparison to others. Because if you just look at the Metal Zoa, you wouldn't tell it's this fucking big by comparison to like a regular guy. It's a fucking mech. This artwork does not let you know that its claws are as large as a regular person. All in all, I approve. Incoming Machine is a good card. Side note, do the non-Metamorph Red Eye let you search for the Metamorph Red Eyes? Maybe. Nami will bend over backwards to give Blue Eyes all the support it needs. Posed by the Golden Axe. It's Axe Raider. His name is Axe Raider. Well, they just throw vaguely useful things. Dark Magician, they expect him to figure it out. Habits eggs like that. In regards to Metal Raider, I imagine he's trying not to shit himself. Like, you have a huge ass mech speeding in at you at full speed. Like, nah. He's scared. Need to get to this kind of stuff. The Sword Soul meta. Alright. Yeah, go for it. Let me see. As far as the Metal Zoa, I'm not sure why. I see a lot of shows that have mecha anime. Like, all mechs will close their legs closer, like they're like trying to be an aircraft or some shit. Either that or they just have a complete still image and clouds in the background moving, and it looks really lazy. So that's probably it. The call is Axe Raider's a normal 1700 attack monster. He's screwed, alright? He is not in a good spot. Let's see. Howl up. Max Metamorph. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Hold on. Show me the other one. So, no other Metamorph list the others? Huh. I thought the regular Metamorph would be here. Tribute to monsters, special summons one of the Metamorph monsters. Got it. Becomes 400 attack and defense. Alright, okay. Equip spell. Immunity to spell destruction. or monster effects. That's a lot. Also, your opponent cannot target it with monster effects or spell effects or effects. Okay. Jotaro, 16-year-old high school student. Your point? I mean, Jotaro has a stand? An actual stand? If Jotaro was in this game, he would not be a normal level 4 monster with 1700 attack. That's my point. Guessing Metalmorph is still banned. There's no way Metalmorph is banned. That's bull. That card does not do enough to deserve a ban. I'm not seeing anything. It's a low rank card. There's no way Trader would be a stand user. The closest we would have to a stand user might be like Gemini Elf. If I'm looking at normal monsters that might have something. Maybe Beaver Warrior. It's clearly not, it doesn't exactly look like he has the face of mercy. It's bad for its playfulness. Gee. Thinking of a different card. It's Metamorph. Oh, Metamorphosis. Oh yeah. I remember that card. You swap out any monster, and you can summon a fusion from your extra deck that had the same level, ignoring any form of summon conditions. That shit got banned real quick. Because it wasn't like instant fusion. There was no restriction on attack or effect or nothing. Imagine if Metamorphosis got off the ban list and Gagaga Magician was still legal. See, stand users need to be unreasonably big guys. Wolf would be a stand user. Sure, I can believe it. I mean, the most obvious stand user is Kaiba Man. Yep, specifically Kaiba Man. Right. Giant Crackhorn. It's a plant for some reason. I'm just gonna move on. Metal Flame Swordsman. Fucking hell, this guy looks badass. Like, Flame Swordsman came back and said, alright, who was talking shit? God damn. This is what a retrain looks like. This is an upgrade. Fuck happened? Or to have a stand user, your soul's muscles need to have muscles. Sure. So wait, would this be Flame Swordsman's stand then? Let's see. What else? What does this do exactly? I mean, I honestly don't care. I'm probably gonna run this thing anyway. But what does it do? Reveal this card in hand. Alright. Add one card that mentions Max Metalmorph. Okay, sure. They better release a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Souls game. No Flame Swordsman would be fine. No, this would definitely be one of the enemies. Alright, what do you do again? Like, it seems like all of them have this effect where they can swap them, they can just be shown off and then trade it for another Metalmorph card. But, let's see. Use this effect once per turn. Each time your opponent activates a card or effect, this card gains 300 attack and inflicts 500 damage to your opponent when that card effect resolves. So, all that effort that people usually go for to summon that one branded dragon, you just summon this. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna run this. I will run a combination of the Flame Swordsman, Red Eyes, and this Max Metalmore stuff. Hold on, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay. Now, what did I miss? What was that? Man, you guys are hanging on Dark Souls? That's why I come back to? Well, without Dark Souls is a world without Zelda. Ah, the chicken and the egg thing. I mean, Dark Souls has a Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype now. Yes, Dark Souls is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Souls game. If it makes sense. Souls shares a lot in common ground with Zelda 64. Except Zelda came first. This is good. Nice timing. Oh, I did come back right in time. Alright. Well, at any rate, far as the ending statement I would make for in regards to these packs that came out, there's still cards I want from the Forbidden and Liberated pack, but clearly the rate of drops is abhorrently bad. So I'm better off just prepping for like to craft the cards I want at a later time, and that's it. Long live Sky Strikers. To hell with them. Well, okay. I just don't like the part where Konami was really pushing Sky Strikers on me when I was opening up packs for the Mathmech cards. Opinion on Dark Souls. That's fine actually. You don't really need to have an opinion on a very different game series. More luck for Royal Finish cards, Cybers packs. And the cards I don't want in the dust. Fiendsmiths. Opinion on Dark Souls is because I didn't care for it and people wouldn't stop telling me to play it. I lucked out. I went to a GameStop one day and I saw Demon Souls being sold for PlayStation 3 for under $20, and I just looked and said, "Wow, I could buy this used game for cheap." Sure, why not? And then I bought it, I played it, I liked it, and that was the end of it. I didn't have reviews, I didn't look at a lot of shit on the internet. I just made an impulse buy, realizing that if I don't like it, I could get my money back as long as I return it within 7 days. I'm fine. That was it. That's the only reason I got into the Souls series at all. Because I'm stingy. What deck should I play? I think I'll keep revising the Ashen deck with more Fiendsmith stuff. Demon Souls seemed very rough. Said you liked it. I think I could play it. It's easy to quit games that are hard and punish you with that whole when you die twice, you lose all your money / experience points and you have to start over from the beginning. But if you're thankfully I had to deal with stuff like when I played on my PlayStation 1 or my PS2, more my PlayStation 1, I would use memory cards, and those memory cards would get their save data corrupted, and all my save data would be lost. So I already had to deal with the burden of having to go out of my way to rebuild my save game history. So I kind of already had to deal with that kind of stuff. So when it happened in Demon Souls, I was like, meh, it's whatever. I still have my character. It's not a full reset. I'm fine. And so I would just keep going. Don't recommend it. Yeah. Not sure if I'd recommend Bloodborne as a first playthrough. The game relies too heavily on consumables compared to Dark Souls. Oh, you know what? Now that you guys mention it, since I play on the PlayStation 5, and since I'm able to stream, I also qualify for their game catalog thing. They did give out Armored Core, so I can play the first Armored Core game on there. I don't know if I'm pretty sure it'll let me stream it. But yeah, it's just old school PlayStation 1 graphics Armored Core. It's ridiculous. They also give you like the remake of Demon Souls since it's like a few years old now. Good game, right? I didn't care for Dark Souls. Bloodborne was free with PSN, so I think it was. Yeah. Depending on the play plan you get to have like access to a bunch of old school games too, so it's worth looking into. Now, back to looking into this. What Fiendsmith cards are there? Huh. Okay. There's actually not as many as I thought there'd be. 2 engravers. Yep. Yeah, I had to craft it. I couldn't pull it. It had to be crafted. As you can see, I have 17 UR. But I already made up my mind. I'm not going to try to pull from that pack anymore, so I'll take it. Let's see. If you control no face-up monsters, or if you only have light fiends. Alright, this is specific. What does this do? Target 1 level 7 or higher light fiend you control. Send all cards on the field to the grave that are not that monster. Level 7 and higher light fiends. Let's take a look at what exactly I can grab from that. Let's see. So light, fiend, 7 and higher. Okay. Fable, the Anira. Tribute this. Tribute my Fable monster. Pass. Despian. Okay. Magnum, the Reliever. 1 special summon from the extra deck plus 1 monster in hand. Tierra, Source of Destruction. Huh. Alright, hold on a second. What the fuck is this? Must be summoned from the hand by shuffling 10 other cards with different names from your hand and or field into the deck and or extra deck. And can't be summoned by other ways. This special summon cannot be negated. If special summoned, shuffle all cards into the deck except this card from each player's hand, field, graveyard, and face-up pendulum monsters from the extra deck. Neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. Okay. I can't use that. Spiral Sleeper. Really nuke my excitement from orbit. So. Oh. Was watching someone play a deck to summon that. What? Spiral Sleeper or the Tierra? Deck with that card before as well. Well, good on you guys. I'm just looking for... I was just curious to see how many monsters could use that one Fiendsmith trap. Level 7 and higher Fiend monsters. Like Leopomancers. Exodia stuff. Alright. Let me see. Can this even... No, this cannot be easily summoned outside of its archetype. The Mastermind Zakio. Tribute this by trimming one magical musket monster. Okay. Realtor, the incantation originator. Okay. Usually does Ray. Fabled Leviathan. Lord of the Missing Barrows. Banish one monster, spell, and trap. I'll think about it. Reshef the Dark Being. I didn't think of that. It is a level 7 or higher fiend. Plunder Patrol. Despian. Fortis. Another Fable. Okay. So, if I was using it with Despians, I guess, that's something. Aside from that, what else can Fiendsmith be used in? So this could be used with either Musketeers or like Despian. Send all the cards on the field to the grave that are not that chosen monster. Your opponent special, if your opponent special summons a monster while this is in the grave, you can banish this and send one Fiendsmith monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. Wait, what? What card are you looking for targets for? Fiendsmith in Paradise. I was just curious. Because it's a very vague thing to say just level 7 or higher like fiend. So it's like what other options are there aside from, you know, the boss monster of Fiendsmith? As far as I can tell, it's either play Despian or play Magical Musketeers. What Despian cards are there? Huh. So I have Despian cards. Not a lot, but I have them. I thought there was more to it than this. Let me reset everything. Despian. There's gotta be more than just that, right? No? Am I missing something? Shouldn't there be more than like 3 or 4 Despian cards? It even works. So fusions are things. Yeah. What the hell? I'm sure Despians run more than this, right? You're thinking branded Despia, I think. Maybe. Branded? Nah, this can't be right. Like, was I thinking Dogmatica monsters? No. Okay, there's like I'm pretty sure it's a Despian monster. It's a high level monster that when summoned, it basically like it'll negate a monster that's summoned after it's already on the field. I'm pretty sure it's a Despian monster. God damn it. Why are the cards all... Let me see. Luber. Related cards. Despian at the Den of Despian. No, it's not this guy. Where is it? It's fine if I don't have the card I'm talking about. I'm just trying. I'm pretty sure he exists. The hell? Try Despia without the N at the end. Okay. Despia. Yeah, there it is. This is the card. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright. I knew Despia had more going on for them than just 3 freaking cards. Alright, so... yeah. Thinking about Dragon, are you? No, I wanted to see if I could, like, run a Despia deck that had Fiendsmith in it. But it's like, it's hard to do that without seeing what Despia cards there are. Give me a sec. Someone has just tried to spam my chat to sell viewers. Okay. With that person dealt away with, let's continue. So, can I make a Despian deck? I think I have enough cards in here to make it work. Although, trying to run Despia without all the ultra rare cards is kind of a bad idea. It is an option, though. I don't know how those would work together. Well, the fusions are like fiends, so they would work in that regard. But regardless, I still need to see what I'm going to put into this deck. Or am I fine to just leave it as is? Fiendsmith of Paradise. Thanks. Should I put in more copies of Fiendsmith Tract in here? I don't know. Well, at least having 2 of them should increase the consistency of the deck. Moving on. Let's go for another duel with this. Then I'll start scratching my head on trying to figure out what I'm gonna build next. Oh no, I know I'm gonna build the one Azamina White Forest deck next. as far as building goes. As far as pack openings, it's like, I guess I'll just focus on, what's it called? I can build multiple decks at once. As far as pack openings go, I'll just go for the Metalmorph one. Speaking of, okay. I'm not sure what my opponent's gonna end up on, so I'm just gonna play the waiting game. No, surprisingly, haven't seen the Unchained with Fiendsmith. Is there in how many light attribute monsters are in Unchained? But I do have Unchained more or less complete, aside from a few of the new dogs. I don't know if there are any. I don't think there is. And we're sitting here waiting for the opponent. Would work the Fiend angle now. True. Fiendsmith have plays that lock them into Fiends, but that doesn't stop anything for Fiendsmith, so there is that. Alright, after this I'm taking a break. I've been at this for a while. Chained also has... Yep. Alright. No. Attributes. What exactly am I supposed to do against a board like this? Good God, look at this shit. Okay. Oh my God. Really? All right, here I go. Fun fact, this cannot be done during the main phase, or during the battle phase. I could take out his IP Masquerena right now. I gotta think of something else to deal with. Alright. I've gone through 3 negates. He still has one more form of interruption here. Use this. Put on the opponent's field. Add Vados to the hand. Alright, here we go. Special summon Priestess. Unfortunately for him, IP can only banish for the turn, it can't negate. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Clearly, I don't care about the Maxi challenge. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Do one last card draw out of this. I imagine it's incredibly petty to Ash Blossom this. See if he trusts to know anything about this. Yep. Alright, have to do this now. Alright. Add this back to hand. Okay, I lost. I think I should have used this during the main phase. Then I would have been able to use the fusion effect right away. Oh wait, no, he still would have been able to do that. Never mind. I was screwed. Alright. Like I said, I'm taking a break. Been at this for a bit. Thank you to everyone who was able to stop by and join me on this run of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Roldo, Max, thanks for joining me. Miss DC, Seth, Gentleman Dapper, Tormented Salad. It's always great to see you guys when you can stop by. Alright, everyone. See you all later. Hopefully later today, but we'll see what the day has in store. Until then, please take care.